Flights, more champagne. Different places, still the same thing. As you grow, you see that things change. A 9 to 5 just help you maintain.
What's up, golden flowers? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, make sure you subscribe and like and share. So right now I'm doing a tutorial on how I did these nails. Right here, this is based off of Apres nail collection. This is the actual 500 pack. So right here I'm showing you the different sets of the nails and actually how they're sculpted. As you can see, I think these are the coffin. This is the sculpted long coffin style, you guys. This is the Apres two-step system. That's the primer. And also what they call the extend gel. And this is basically what holds the nail and your actual nail together. It binds them together. Also, you guys, what I'm using is the nail drill that I got from Amazon. Yes, I am a Prime member. And it is the shit. It is the best nail drill I've ever had. This is also what came with the nail drill. And I use this. I'll show you how I use those. And that's the box, of course. Also, I got this UV LED light from Target. They also have them at Ulta as well. The same brand. So yeah, you can't go wrong with your little nail file. Okay, guys, so this is my, bear with me because I can't pronounce the word. I think it's Swarovski. I'm not sure. But those are my Swarovski crystals. If you guys want to know where I got them from, they are the actual professional ones. If you want to know where I got them from, please comment down below and I will hook y'all up. You hear me? I will let y'all know my goods. So here is actually what I use, the tool that I use to place them onto my nails, the jewels. I got this from Amazon also, and it's so cute, ain't it pretty? So right here, I'm actually showing you all how I'm doing my sizing for my nails. So that's basically the first step. You're just sizing them to each nail and making sure that they fit completely all around. And I just set them off to the side, as you can see. It just helps me out with the process. I'm very much of a tidy person when it comes to my nails. I make sure that everything goes in order. So yeah, this just helps me with the process of keeping them up. So you do a little buffing. Make sure you buff your nails. Get any kind of old buildup residue. Just file them down so it can be very smooth. But when you're filing them down, y'all, please keep in mind, do not press hard because it will hurt so bad if you file it down to the white meat. You will not even be able to put a whole nail on them. So just be gentle when you're filing. Just a light little glaze over your natural nail just to get the top layer off and file it very smooth. Continue to do this for each and every nail. I think I had on some older nails and I had a little bit of residue of the glue on there, or the gel extended. So I was just buffing that off. In that little kit that I showed you earlier, I take this in particular tool and I go around the nail bed and I'm just getting all of the cuticles. You know, my auntie always used to say, push them cuticles back so your nails can grow and flourish, y'all. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just making sure that I get all of those cuticles pushed back and filed and buffed down so I can have a nice smooth placement. Make sure you do this for each and every single nail, y'all. Get it nice and clean. You see all that? Oh, all that buildup. Oh my goodness. But it looks so clean and so polished once you get it all clean, y'all. And take your time because, again, if you go too far back and push those cuticles too far back, it's going to hurt. You're going to cut yourself. So just take your time with this step. So right here, I'm just switching out the different tools for the nail drill. This one in particular, I'm using to actually give, it's kind of like regrazing the surface of the nail. So I'm just kind of sanding it on the inside of the nail. And this technique is basically to give your nail a type of texture. It's on the inside of the nail, so it lays on the gel. When you actually connect the gel to your nails, it will actually bond them together and make it a lasting impression, basically. So I'm just going through and I'm going to file that down on each and every single nail on the inside. Again, this is just giving it that rough texture. So right here, I'm going in with my primer. I'm going to prime each and every individual nail. The priming is actually the easy part. All you're doing is taking that one dip and you are applying it to each individual nail. Very simple. Do that for both hands, of course. So right here, I'm taking that extended gel. It's so thick. You guys see that? Jesus. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going to apply this on the base of my finger. Be careful, do not get it on your cuticle. Just apply it a thin layer, thin layer onto the base of your nail, as so. Okay, so what I'm doing now is taking that pinky nail that's already been buffed out. You take a little bit more, so not as thin as the base nail amount, but you take a little bit more and you add it to the actual false nail. This is in the same area where it has been fouled and buffed out on. This is the slowly but surely process, you guys. Take your time on this step. All you're doing is placing the nail from the based round tip, also at the base of your cuticle. You make sure that you slowly push down on it. As you can see, the slow motion of the adhesive, and that's letting you know that it is bonded completely, okay? Don't worry, I'm going to be doing this maybe 3 more times. After you do that, you just cure it under the light. This is a 60-second UV light lamp. So once you go ahead and cure that for 60 seconds, basically one time under the actual lamp, you'll be good to go. So again, I'm showing you guys the step-by-steps of this actual bond. You're doing the same step right here. Once you've done with the actual real nail of applying a thin layer on your real nail, you take it and apply that same layer onto the falsie nail. Right here, you take your time at the base of the actual nail and work your way up by pressing down slowly so it all comes together and bonds together, like so. Once you're done with that, again, you go ahead and cure it. Also, guys, be mindful when you are doing this, the process. Do not take your hands up from the actual meltdown. That's what I call it, like a meltdown, because it looks like it's melting and forming in once you're pressing those nails together. I would actually keep pressing on the nail until you cure it under the nail light, or excuse me, the UV light. I like to press mine down firmly. I'm talking about firmly for about maybe 3 seconds when it's under there. After those 3 seconds are up, I'm still holding my hand under the UV lights so it can all cure completely. This is the meltdown part again. Like I said, I did it about 3 times just so you guys can get a good feel of how I actually do that meltdown. This is on my right hand because I am right-handed, so I'm doing this actually with my left hand on this one in particular. And as you can see, I'm doing the same steps. You know, you take that thin layer onto your real nail, then you put a little bit more onto the actual false nail, then you mend them together, let that meltdown occur. So once you get that hang of it, it'll be so much easier, I promise. But while you're doing this step, you see how it melted down again. You want to make sure that there are no air bubbles, you guys. That is the key, and that is the hardest part, trust me, because once you get those air bubbles, your nail won't last as long. Like it just won't last as long. I'm trying to tell you, it will literally pop off. But if you get it smooth like it was, it will not pop off. You can literally go for like maybe 3 weeks and they will stay on. Okay, so right here, I'm just buffering it out a little bit, just filing it down. It doesn't take much on this step because they're already shaped. So I just wanted to give it a little bit sharpness to it, so it can be cut crease sharp and on point. These right here are the different colors that I was choosing from. I was so indecisive, I promise. I got these from Target, otherwise known as Target. Okay, so this is actually my first time using this. This is the Sensational Express Gel. I know y'all can read. I just wanted to say it out loud too. But yeah, I got this as clearance, clearly, y'all. And it says that it was $2.98, original price $5.98, or whatever the price was, I'm not sure. But it wasn't even $2.98, y'all. It was literally $1 and some chains. Like, I got a steal deal on this shit. And look how beautiful that color turned out. Oh my gosh, it was like the perfect nude color. And I really don't even like nude colors really on my hands because y'all see how pale my damn hands are. I promise you they don't get no tan to them. I have to spray tan my bad boys, like for real, for real. It's all good though. I still love this color though. I'm not even gonna lie. Like most nudes, it literally blends in with my hands. I guess that's really why I don't really care for nudes, but maybe I just had to find the right color. So this is the fun part also. And I was joking the first time I said the fun part. This is really the fun part for me. This is actually once that gel has been cured, the actual color, all I'm doing is getting my Swarovski. Y'all bear with me. I don't know how to pronounce that word. I promise you. I just know that they are the sparkling crystals. I think it's Swarovski. I don't know. But all I'm doing is layering them out. I'm actually setting aside my pattern scheme of what I'm going to do on my nails. I like to do this with any kind of, jewels that I put on my nails. What I do is I use that extended gel, and I just place it where I'm going to actually lay my jewels out on my nails at. So you just need enough on your nails to actually mend the jewels onto so they'll stay put. Don't overdo it, you guys. Please don't, because you'll see the glob if you overdo it. Once you actually cure this under the UV light, you will see that glob. So only do enough just so the jewels can stay in place. But yeah, so you use that tool that I got from Amazon. You use that, you place the jewels onto your nails. It's so easy because all you do is just like a wax. That pink end is a wax. So when you're pressing on the jewel, it picks up so easy and effortlessly. You put it on your nail, and on the other side, that pointer side, you just move them around and get them in place. So the placement is the key on this step. Once you're done with the placement, all you have to do is set it under the UV light for about 60 seconds to give you that flash cure. It's a process. It's actually the easiest process to me. It could be the hardest for others because it moves. But the good thing about the gel, y'all, is that the gel does not, dry up until you cure it. So it's so easy. So yeah, you're just using the process that you learned before, with applying the gel only in the spots that you need it at. You know, wherever you're going to place your rhinestones at, that's when you and where you need to place your gel at. And as you can see, that's what I'm doing in that last step. Make sure that you cure that also. So for the last step is the actual top coat, and this is actually the Sally Hansen brand. This right here is actually the oils for your cuticles, the cuticle oil, and all these, well, both of these are Sally Hansen. So I'm just using that clear base top coat, and I'm applying it to all the nails besides the ones with the rhinestones. I like to just skip that one, of course, because it really doesn't need any top coat on it. And then the final step is to add your cuticle oil around the cuticles, of course, hence the name. So you guys, that is the end of my tutorial. I hope you guys liked it. And if you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. If you want the name of those Swarovski crystals, comment down below. I got y'all, I promise.
You just wanna be treated like somebody. I remember days when I ain't got nobody. Too stuck in my ways, ain't listen to nobody. Do all that shit I put you through, you say you got me. I was self-destructing and you was trying to stop me.